And we're starting with a question. Should the measles vaccine be mandatory for public school students? Health officials here in Houston fear we could continue to see more cases, and now they are calling on all parents to vaccinate their kids.
But there's more to be done. They say lawmakers have a responsibility as well. Our Marcelino Benito joins us live with what doctors are saying about keeping your kids healthy. Marcelino.
Guys, doctors say everything that's happening right now is preventable. And if you're a parent who is choosing not to vaccinate your children, you're not just putting your own children at risk, you're putting everyone else's at risk too.
Measles is back in Texas, and health officials here are sounding the alarm.
This is a renewed increase in measles activities in our community, and that is really what I am most concerned about.
And so far, the resurgence has a bullseye on the Houston area. Last year, Texas had 9 cases all year. 6 weeks into 2019, there are 7 confirmed cases of measles in Texas. 5 are in Houston area counties. A possible 6th may be in LaPorte ISD.
We saw this train coming. This train was coming down the tracks, and you're watching it come closer and closer and closer, and all you want to do is stop it, and it's the easiest thing in the world to stop.
Health officials and experts are pleading with parents to vaccinate their kids and want to urge state lawmakers to pass tougher immunization laws.
In the year 2000, the anti-vaccine lobby pressured our Texas legislators to relax our immunization laws and create loopholes for parents who did not want to vaccinate their children.
Last year, 57,000 school children were opted out of vaccinations by their parents, a 2,300% increase. Those types of numbers are putting all children at risk.
There's no evidence that points to dangers around vaccines. There are no dangers around immunizations. There are only dangers when we do not immunize our children.
Doctors are asking parents to monitor their children for cold symptoms, red eye, fever, or strange rashes. They're asking parents to call their doctors before bringing in their child, since measles is so highly contagious. Health officials want children who have fever to stay home for at least 24 hours until they're fever-free without medication. Small steps that could prevent more measles cases from popping up in our area.
Unfortunately, we're getting this kind of perfect storm, this confluence of forces, an increase in measles cases, and happening in the time of the year when, in the pre-vaccine era, measles was the most transmissible. So I'm very concerned.
The doctors are asking parents not to pay attention, not to listen to the anti-vaccine lobby. Instead, listen to your local health officials and realize that the measles vaccine is safe, it's effective, and the only way to prevent these types of diseases in our communities. Break it back to you.
Marcelino, thank you so much. All right, you've been seeing this poll at the bottom of your screen. What do you think? Should vaccines be mandatory for public school students? Vote right now in our informal survey. Go to khou.com/vote now or open our mobile app and select the Vote Now tab.